Welcome back to another edition of Focus Forward here on Studio 3. My name is Jamie Salinas. I am the CEO of Forward Worthington. We are, of course, the Chamber of Commerce, the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Worthington Regional Economic Development Corporation for both Worthington and Nobles County. And this time we are at Aspire Dance Studio right here on the east end of Oxford Street. We are speaking today with Stephanie Kessler. She is the owner here at Aspire Dance Studio. We'll talk about the great things happening here, and a little bit later on we'll also talk about some of the things coming up on our community calendar, which you can find on our website, forwardworthington.com. All right, so Stephanie, well, talk a little bit about yourself here. You have you have a passion for dance. Kind of talk us about the path that you've that's kind of led you to where you are now.
Yeah, so I started dancing when I was just 3 years old, and then I really fell in love with it once I turned 12 and started competition dance. I continued competition dance with my studio through my senior year of high school. I also was on the Brandon Valley High School dance team, winning some state championships with that. I was a dancer for the Sioux Falls Storm indoor football team as one of the Lightning Girl dancers. I also do some professional dancing in Sioux Falls as a part of Lyra Dance Theater Company. And then I've also been a dancer on the Dancing with the Sioux Falls Stars. I also have a great passion for teaching as well. I have my bachelor's degree in elementary education and a master's in curriculum and instruction. So bringing the two together, dancing and teaching, really just fills my heart and all of my passions all together. It's really exciting being able to teach dance and continue that. This year is my 10th year teaching dance. And I love it. I love all the styles from ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, lyrical, acro, musical theater, and everything in between.
What is acro?
Acro is like tumbling, taking those gymnastic skills and putting them into dance.
All right. For the Lyra, I've known about your involvement with the Lyra Dance Studio. Where do they perform?
They perform in Sioux Falls.
Okay. Any theater in particular, or wherever it is they happen to find themselves?
Yeah, they actually perform at the theater that's in Ballerina Dance Studio.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good. Let's talk now. Let's kind of shift gears a little bit. Coming here to Worthington, you've been the owner here since 2025, early 2025. Kind of talk about the how you came to Worthington and a little bit about the studio here itself.
Yeah, so I was actually teaching here for about a year and a half before I took over ownership, and then I've moved here, and now Worthington. This is where I am. This is just kind of where I'm meant to be, building this foundation of the studio for everyone and making it a positive place in the community.
Mm-hmm. What about the styles of dance that you're teaching? All age levels, right?
Yeah, so we start at 2 years old for both boys and girls, all the way up through adult. We're having adult classes next year as well, so wide range, pretty much everyone can do it.
The number of studios you have a few studios here in this building.
Yeah, so we actually have 3 studio rooms, which is such a blessing to have. We don't always use all 3 at the same time, but it's certainly nice to have a flexible schedule with that.
Definitely. You do have some helpers here with some of the high school students here in town.
Yeah, so we have a lot of great assistant teachers. It's really nice to have them to help with our younger classes. And going into next year, I'm actually really excited. We're going to start a teacher training program. And that's going to really help our teachers be well prepared and be ready to help in any situation.
So Stephanie, with the studio here, you have lots of different styles of dance at all age levels. What do parents or even adults that may be interested in learning, taking some classes? What's the best way to start signing everybody up?
Yeah, so they can go to our website, aspiredance.studio, and on there they will find where to enroll. It's like right front and center to click to enroll, and then that will bring you to Studio Lab, which is our program for signing up, registering for classes, and payment processing. All goes through that. So you'll have to make an account, but it's pretty simple, and then that's how you can get started.
If anybody happens to have any questions, what's the best way to get a hold of you to get those questions answered?
Yeah, the best way to get a hold of us is by email, and our email is office@aspiredance.studio.
All right. This is Stephanie Kessler. She's owned Aspire Dance Studio just a little over a year now here on the east end of Oxford Street. Aspire Dance Studio, another great chamber member of Forward Worthington. Coming up next, well, remember, when you see her, because people are going to see you on here, remember, when you do see her, remember that you mentioned that you saw her right here on Focus Forward here on Studio 3. Coming up next, we're going to talk about what's going on the community calendar. Welcome back to Focus Forward here on Studio 3. My name is Jamie Salinas, and it's time to talk about what's going on the community calendar. Of course, you can find our community calendar on our website, forwardworthington.com. And the first thing we kind of want to talk about is the next happy hour for the Historic Dayton House. The Historic Dayton House has their happy hours every month on the second Wednesday of the month. Next one coming up here very soon, 4:30 until 6:30. And of course, the address for the Historic Dayton House, if you are unfamiliar, 1311 4th Avenue, just outside of downtown Worthington. Next, we'll talk about a pretty important program that we have. We're partnering up with the Small Business Development Center in Marshall, and we're putting on a session called Succession Planning for Small Business Owners. It's a free 1-hour workshop designed specifically for small business owners to navigate the essential steps of succession planning, handing that business off to a new owner. You can learn why every business owner needs a succession plan, when to start planning, and the critical business, financial, and personal factors involved. The next session for that will be coming up on Monday, May the 18th from 1 until 2 o'clock. That's going to be over at the JBS Fieldhouse in Worthington on 2nd Avenue. So make sure that you can sign up for free on this one. Again, that's going to be over at the JBS Fieldhouse on Monday, May 18th from 1 until 2 o'clock. How about our next Vibe at 5, which will be over at AlivaCare in near downtown, 1210 5th Avenue here in Worthington. That'll be on May the 21st from 5 until 6:30. You'll get a chance to learn more about AlivaCare, and in recognition of Mental Health Month, this event is a meaningful chance to learn more about the important work happening at AlivaCare while connecting with fellow community members. That is our next Vibe at 5, which of course is our membership mixer. So Vibe at 5 over at AlivaCare at 1210 5th Avenue, May 21st from 5 until 6:30. Next thing we'll talk about here, how about the United Way of Nobles County? United Way of Nobles County is hosting a bingo over at the Worthington Elks Lodge. That's going to be coming up on Friday, May 15th, starting at 5 o'clock. Food will be served, and then bingo will be played, and that's over at the Worthington Elks Lodge, 1105 2nd Avenue, downtown Worthington. All the proceeds from that event will go towards the United Way of Nobles County. Again, that's on Friday, May the 15th. Make sure that you reach out to the Elks Lodge to reserve your table. And then finally, we're going to be talking about this for a little while here. Forward Worthington has taken over the King Turkey Day 5K and 10K runs. So that'll be, of course, King Turkey Day this year is Saturday, September 19th. And you can sign up for the King Turkey Day 5K and 10K runs as we speak. Just go to our website, forwardworthington.com. It's the 47th annual 5K and 10K run. That'll start at 9 o'clock sharp on King Turkey Day morning, Saturday, September the 19th. You don't want to miss it, especially if you are a runner. You can sign up now. Just, again, go to our website, forwardworthington.com. Get yourself signed up for the King Turkey Day 5K and 10K run. That's going to do it for another edition of Focus Forward here on Studio 3. My name is Jamie Salinas. For Randy behind the camera, we say thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.